To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Check. Mike 54. Mike 50. Here we go, D. Mike 54.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield down. And he completes it to Hunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 53 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
But you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, here's Henry. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Running left, it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second and 8 coming up. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Nifty running by Beckham. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Mayfield. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him on the drive, and this one good for 16 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. Touchdown! The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll separate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 44 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Mayfield to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Tannehill to throw. Escaping, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They remaining. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.